All right, shalom.
Shalom.
All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of GMS who taught us this word. All right. Pretty much what we're going to be going into is some current events on a couple of articles, or an article that I read on the news today, on RT today, that I want to bring out and compare it, or bring out, or link it up with the scriptures. Okay. Dealing with prophecy, because this is the times we're living in. All right, so I'm with Elder Menat Zak, and I'm Sakaran. So we're gonna proceed with this, bring out a little bit on this article, and then tie it in with the scriptures. Okay, like we always do. All right, so go ahead, Elder Menat Zak.
All right, okay. So this is from RT News, and the headline is Russia: U.S. sanctions revenge for Ukrainian failure. Moscow may retaliate. It says Russia considers the latest package of sanctions against it issued by the U.S. as revenge for the failure of Washington's schemes in Ukraine and blackmail. Moscow reserves the right to retaliate.
Right. In other words, what they're saying is that the U.S. is doing some underhand shit, trying to foment shit, putting in their agent provocateurs within the Ukraine, and to foment this war, so they could start up some shit with Russia so they could justify themselves in attacking Russia or something like that, or attacking Russian troops. So Russia is hip to it. So they're saying, look, if we retaliate, we're justified because we know that the U.S. is doing some underhand shit. Now we know how Esau is. That's how Esau roll. They do conniving, underhanded shit. Blackmail. And all kind of shit, just to point the finger to, or to start a war or something like that, so they could get their way. All right. So Russia's not having it. Putin's not having it. Now we know that that according to the scriptures, Russia is that bear, right? America, it mentioned Washington. That's America, right? That's that eagle. Okay. Now this is cool because as of late, we've been going through the prophecy in 2nd Esdras. All right, brothers been going through that in 2nd Esdras, the 11th chapter and the 11th and the 12th chapter. Which is prophecy. Is going back in history. So this right here is vital because this is prophecy in the scriptures in Revelation, and we're gonna bring out a couple of scriptures as we read down, and then after that we're gonna bring out some scriptures tying in with this, because our main focal thing is, well, of course, to have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, stay strong in this, and also keep an eye on the prophecies, on what's going down, especially with that bear, and especially with that eagle, okay? Because this is the end of it. All right? So go ahead.
That's right. It says, Moscow believes that America is targeting it with sanctions because the events in Ukraine have not developed the way Washington scripted them. The Russian Foreign Ministry said in a statement on Thursday, which basically they thought that they would have got the Russian control, or the pro-Russian groups, and they would have got rid of them and would have been able to go in there by backing up Ukraine and had Ukraine as their puppet, okay, to look over and to spy or do whatever they want against Russia. But it hasn't played out that way. So basically what Putin's saying is the United States is mad over that. Like the brother was just saying, because they are, which is prophecy, this is all prophetic, because Russia is the bear. When you go back to Revelations, the 13th chapter, they're the bear, and they're going to be, through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, meaning the Most High and His Son, the Lord is going to put the spirit on them to turn them against America, which is going to lead us into the World War III. So these are all this is what we're reading into right now, right?
That's right.
It says, the outrageous and groundless desire to blame Russia for the civil war in a neighboring country, which was caused by a deep internal crisis and already resulted in the loss of many lives, proves that the U.S. and its clients in Kiev have failed to pacify the wide public dissent, the ministry said. Moscow said Washington is cynical in attempting to dodge responsibility for the bloodshed perpetuated by the Ukrainian troops in the east of the country, which the U.S. is de facto encouraging.
Right, right. De facto, meaning in other words, they're really behind it all.
Yep.
They're really behind all that shit that's going on over there in the Ukraine. You see, they're trying to foment it. They're trying to get that going because keep in mind, not too far away from there. Remember, they set up Poland as a satellite. Okay, so they can set up their anti-missile defense systems and shit like that against Russia. Why else? That's Russia's backyard, and that's pretty much Putin's argument. Like, look, man, y'all come into my territory, my backyard. This is our backyard, okay? Now, what y'all backyard is Mexico and you know with the states within the United States and shit like that, Cuba and shit. Y'all worry about that, but this is my backyard. Y'all don't got no say over here, okay? So pretty much, Putin has drawn that line, and he's saying, look, man, y'all cross that line, then I'm out. That's an act of war, and I will be forced to retaliate. And he has his own Congress too. He got his own senators and stuff like that too. You see, and he's a warrior. Putin is a warrior, and he's ready at all times to go to war, man. You know what I'm saying? If the U.S. wants that, but which overall is the Most High who wants that, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. So these are little things happening here and there. It's gonna lead up to the big things, you know, to the prophecies, you know. Go ahead, brother. Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle."
You see, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, mustereth, which the word mustereth means he controls the hosts of all battles. So if there's a battle, any kind of war, it was the Heavenly Father who set that stage, who set that up. And he already predetermined who was going to be the victor in that battle, in that war, you see? So, according to this prophecy dealing with America and Russia, we already know the outcome. It's in the scriptures that Magog, Russia, is going to win. But who's going to win over Magog? We are, the Israelites, you see? Because at the end of it all, you know, it goes back to Joel, the valley of Jehoshaphat, where all our troops are going to be gathered, and pretty much they're all going to kill themselves there, you know?
That's right.
All right, so that's the time we're coming to, man. You know, so we're living in, like Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time for peace, there's a time for war. We're living in a time of war. You got people having picnics and shit and walking about all carefree in America. You see, that's why the scriptures also. That's why America is also known as the city of unwatered villages, where the people dwell safely. But technically, these people don't know that there could be a damn air raid over here at any time. That they could send in UN tanks and shit all throughout the streets and put them in the concentration camps at any time, man.